Matthew, what sort of impact is this going to have on the economy, do you think?
Look, this will have a substantial impact. Of course, unlike perhaps historically, there are a lot of people who can work from home. But at the same time, if you're a student who needs to get into school, particularly for a GCSE exam, you're going to find this very difficult. For people who are going up to Glastonbury or going to concerts in London, for the UK hospitality industry, that's obviously had a difficult few years. People are apparently cancelling bookings and shutting down much of their life this week. Even if there are apparently going to be some trains running, the unpredictability of it, the fact that even on non-strike days there's going to be a reduction in service, I think we can expect there to be a big downfall in economic activity as a result of these strikes.
Do you think that these unions are justified in pushing for industrial action, given that most of the country are facing the sharp end of a cost of living crisis? And what should the government be doing to tackle this?
Look, I mean, at a fundamental level, the economics of train transport don't really add up at the moment. The fact is, as a result of COVID, a lot of people's behaviours have changed. There's a lot fewer passengers than there were previously. Less passengers means less revenue, means that demanding big pay rises in that context doesn't really make sense. Something is going to have to give. You're going to have fewer staff, fewer trains, fewer lines. So something has to go down unless we want big subsidies from the taxpayer. It doesn't seem reasonable for the unions to not accept that reality and just to demand big fat pay rises despite all that economic change. At the same time, I mean, I'm not against the idea of unions striking. I think they should be free to withdraw their labour. But at the same time, people shouldn't be free of consequence if they withdraw their labour. I think companies should be free to sack staff who withdraw their labour. I think they should be free to bring in agency workers to replace that staff. I think there needs to be consequences for the unions if they're going to put such a burden on businesses and a burden on everyone else in society through their actions.